Hey everybody, how are you all doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Sunday to you again, and welcome to the Chatting with Chichi show. The 12th episode, actually. I was writing that down and I thought, wow, it is the 12th episode. I am so excited. How are you guys all doing? I trust you all great. I've had to sit down, I've had to come actually to a different position of the house because I was having some bad receptions on that side. So I'm gonna probably kind of get myself together. I hope you can see me. Hi Maureen, how you doing? Great, great, great. Nice to have you on board. Welcome to everyone who is joining us today on the 12th episode of the Chatting with Chichi show. I am so excited and I'm hoping that the connection stays right this time around. Because it's funny when you watch the replays of ones that are not, when the connection goes a bit funny. But yes, welcome to the 12th episode of the Chatting with Chichi show. Hey. Good. Okay, thank you so much. So I should keep going. All right, good, good, good. Okay, good. Hi, Talia, how are you doing? And how was your weekend as well? Good. Maureen says she's too cold. I know. I'm cold as well. And I think even with my short hair, the cold really does go in. So I always have a hat on when I go outside. But how is everyone doing? Hey, how are you, Talia? How are you doing? Good, good, good. And how was your trip as well? I'm sure it was great. I'm sure it was great. Good, good, good. I'm holding the phone this time around, but I don't really want to, but I think I've got to. It's clearer this time. Okay, guys, we are going to be talking about your thoughts. There's a saying that says your life follows your thoughts. And I was thinking about it earlier on today, and I thought, you know what, guys, with 7 weeks to go, about 7 weeks to go till the end of the year. What is going to be different about us? What are we going to do differently about us? What are we going to do differently to take us to that next level? Great, Sally. Great, great. I trust that. Okay, cool. That's great. What are we going to do to take us to the next level? But before I even go into that, I always, on a weekly basis, as we talk about stuff on the Chatting with Chichi show, I like to kind of remind us why I'm actually doing this Chatting with Chichi show, because a lot of times, new people have actually joined us, so it's nice for them to kind of know exactly why we're doing this. To be honest, my main reason for doing this show is it's all about inspiration, but it's different. It's where inspiration meets action to take us to that next level. It's all about inspiration, but the inspiration teams up with action. We can't just inspire and not take actions. It's all about the two coming together to take us further and the whole aim. I have two main desires at the end of this show, at the end of each of my shows, is that we get to remind ourselves of the greatness that we have on the inside. No matter how tough your week has been, no matter what difficulties you've gone through in the past week, it's a new week. It's a new day. It's a new opportunity that has been given to each and every one of us. So the whole aim is actually to remind us of that and to say, you know what, guys, let us go. Let's go into this week with a full kind of, you're ready. Just be ready for the next week. Don't worry about what happened or what did not happen last week. And let's go into this coming week with determination, with inspiration. You should call it inspired to action. Okay, all right. Inspired to action. Thank you, Ekusabi. That's what it's really all about. It's inspiring. It's inspiring you to go and take actions. We don't want to just stay inspired and be on an inspirational high. It's all about just going in there and then just taking actions. Please, guys, do share the video as you're watching it, because sometimes I don't want to fiddle with the video when I'm actually I'm talking. So do me a favor, please, and share it as well as we're speaking live. But I wanted to talk today about our thoughts, because if that quote is true, because I'll get you another version of it where it says your life follows your thoughts. For this next about 7 weeks to go to the end of the year and then tap into 2017, what do you want different about your life? What do you want? Where do you want your life to go? If you have a vision of where you want your life to go, then that means you must have your thoughts that are going to align with that vision. Because if your thoughts don't go to that vision, guess what? Your life's not going there. If your thoughts don't actually get there, if your thoughts don't go to where you want to go to. You as a person, you as your life, you won't get there. The Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And, sometimes when you take that verse and kind of wrap it into your mind and be very truthful about it, wherever you are right now has been a product of your thoughts. And even though sometimes, for me personally, I don't know about you, but for me personally, sometimes I don't want to accept that. I always think, oh no, it's not. Why should it be about my thoughts? Thank you so much, Akunsumi. Thank you so much for sharing. I saw that. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're always a good support. Thank you so much. So honestly, wherever our thoughts go, that's where our lives are going to go. So wherever you are right now has been, to be honest, mostly a product of your thoughts. And I also have my friend, she's a business coach, Chichi, and Chichi mentioned that sometime this week, where our mindset, to be honest, the success of your business, 80% of it is on your mindset. So it made me think about it, and I'm very passionate about the mind. I'm very passionate about our thoughts. I'm very passionate about what are we thinking about? That's one of the things I always try to capture. What are we thinking about? And I'll tell you guys a very, very, very short story from last week to this week, or last week. You remember I told you how I was rejoicing so much in church on Sunday. I had a fantastic time. I was singing praises and just going the whole, going crazy in praise, which is quite good. But by Monday night, guys, I had a down moment where I actually cried. And I thought to myself, and the question for me, I let myself do the crying. I just let myself do it. And then my question to myself was, after I cried, the question I asked myself, I didn't ask myself, why did you cry? I didn't even ask myself that question. The question I asked myself was, why did you go there? Why did you go there? Why did you allow your thoughts to go there? Because I just kind of got myself remembering some stuff that happened to me in the past. And I just started crying. Why did I allow myself to go there? What benefit was it to me? And I made a promise to myself on Monday night after I'd done that. I made a promise to myself and I said, I've got to take control of these thoughts. Because I've done that before in the past and it works. It really does work. But it's all about consistency. It's all about consistency. I can see what you're doing, Ekunsumi. You're sharing the cry, the tears with me. Yeah, honestly, it's all about the consistency in controlling our minds, because when we allow our thoughts to go way back or just go on things that are not beneficial to us at the moment, we get stopped in our tracks. We do get stopped in our tracks. And that's why our thoughts are very important. And that's why I want us to share. I just want us to talk about it a little bit today. And then a challenge for us this week is that we're going to challenge ourselves and make sure that we keep a track of our thoughts. It's an exercise that I want you and I to do this week. Control your thoughts and then watch where your thoughts take you. Give your thoughts a chance. Give your thoughts a chance. Observe what you're doing. Take control of them. Make sure that they're positive. Yes, you say that. I can see that. Take control of your thoughts and keep them on things that are positive. Exactly. Keep them on things that are positive, because honestly, our thoughts, and it's funny about our thoughts because they come in without your permission. Isn't it? Your thoughts actually come in without your permission. You don't permit them to come in and they just come in like that. But it's what you do to your thoughts when they come in that is key. What do you do to them? Do you allow them? Do you entertain them? Oh yes, come on in. I invite you in. Come on in. Let's have a party. Or do you look at them and say, okay, you know what? This is not beneficial. You gotta go. It's important. And while I was thinking about this afternoon, I thought to myself and I said, a lot of times we have stored up so many thoughts. Thinking. You think all through the day. You're actually thinking. But I heard Les Brown did say something some years ago, which really caught my attention. And he said, for every negative word that you hear, every one negative word you hear, you need about 17 positive words to be able to cancel that negative word in your mind. I'll say that again. For every negative word you hear, every negative word. So if someone says you're ugly, you need to hear. And the thing about those kind of words is that it goes into your subconscious. So even in the front of your mind, you might say, you know what, I'm not ugly. I can't be bothered with what you say. Your subconscious mind has already taken that word. You need someone to now say something positive 17 times. You are beautiful. You're beautiful 17 times to be able to counteract that negative thought. 17 positives to one negative. That's deep. And I actually have tried that with youths as well. When I talk to youths and I say, okay, and they tell me something negative someone has told them, I now repeat. We now go through an exercise and we repeat 17 times a positive word to counteract that negative word. So I think a lot of us we've actually stored a lot of negative words in our minds. Negative words that we've heard either from the press, from people, from our friends, from just out there in the past. One of the ways that we can control our thoughts is by replacing these negative thoughts. You don't have to go to 17 times, but to be honest, by the time you get to even 10, you're feeling better about yourself. So it's a good practice to do. Every time that you think of something, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm not capable. Oh, I'm not good enough. Rather than just say, okay, I'm going to stop those thoughts, replace them with positive thoughts. So it's not just about stopping to think about those negative thoughts. It's about replacing those negative thoughts. What do you guys think about that? Just give me your opinions on what you're saying about that. I can see what Akuntumi said. Take control of your thoughts and keep them on things that are positive. Yes. Oh, you agree as well. Thank you. Yes, you've got to replace those thoughts. So it's not just about stopping thinking about them or to kind of avoid thinking about them, but it's that when they come in, replace them with positive words. Because guys, you want your life to go in a certain direction this year, isn't it? I know I want my life to go in a certain direction this year. For my life and your life to go into that direction, our thoughts have to go into that direction. It's key. Our thoughts have to go into that direction. So we've got to take care of our thoughts. And it's something that we should kind of check into your thoughts. That's another point. So the first point I've talked about is replace the negative thoughts with positive thoughts. The next thing I will say is always make sure that you observe what you're thinking about. Always check in with yourself. That's the key. You know how we check in with our kids? Oh, what are you up to? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, what's going on? Check in with your thoughts. I like that. I like that point, actually. I just made that up. But check in with your thoughts. Honestly, check in with your thoughts. What are you thinking about? What is it doing for you? Is it on something positive? Are you being judgmental? Are you insinuating? Are you making some assumptions about somebody else? What are you actually thinking about in that moment? Catch yourself. And then if it's something that needs replacing, replace it immediately. So that's number 2. Number 3, I would say, is meditate. If you're a Christian or you're in your religion, if you pray as part of it, I would say do that as well, because that helps your mindset. For me, I do that every morning. First thing in the morning, I need to get my mind right. I need to kind of tell myself, affirm to myself who I am, affirm to myself what I desire in the day. It's important that you do that. It talks about, I think the Bible also talks about renewing your mind every day. So it's not really the mind that you renewed yesterday that you're going to use today. I caught that this morning and I said, whoa, okay. It's not what's your mindset of yesterday, or not, I won't say your mindset of yesterday. You refreshed, you got inspired yesterday. You did what you had to do yesterday. Today is a totally different day. Monday is going to be a whole totally different day. You've got to now renew your mind again and again. It's an everyday thing. It's not something you've used yesterday that you use today. Today's a new day. It's going to come with its own challenges, its own joys. So you've got to have the mindset set for today. So it's all about renewing it every day through prayers, through meditation, through just constant checking in with what you're thinking about. It's key. It's key. I'm going to read what Akuntumi says. Scripture is when a spirit is cast out in a person's spirit, it goes, returns. Ooh, wow, that's quite deep. Hold on, let me read that properly. Hold on. When a spirit is cast out is a person's spirit, okay? It goes. Ooh, okay, that's quite. I need to read that properly. Unless you can explain it in the shorter way. I think I know where you're going to with it. Well, you're gonna have to talk to us more about that. Yeah. I think I know what you're saying, but I'm not sure I can explain it the way you're actually saying it. It goes and returns with 7 more wicked spirits and meets the place. Okay, and it meets the place empty, swept, cleaned, and garnished, comes to occupy it and becomes worse. Okay, you need to. Okay, I would love you to explain that properly. I would love you to explain that to us. Break it down to us, please. But break it down to us, yeah. But I think I think it's it's almost going towards the part where we're talking about replacing it, isn't it? Replacing those negative thoughts. But please break that down. I'd love to hear more on that. Definitely. Definitely. So we've talked about it. We've talked about replacing our negative thoughts, checking in with your thoughts on a constant basis, and also meditating, praying, just renewing your mind. You've got to fill your minds up. Okay, so you're agreeing with me. Okay, I thought so as well. Thank you. He's agreeing with me. Thank you. Okay, so those are really the three main things. If you've got any other ideas of how we can control our thoughts, share with us, and so that we can share with everybody else that is going to come and watch our replay as well. But it's all about our minds. It's all about our thoughts. I think this is so important for us as we go along this week, and also actually, to be honest, for the rest of the weeks in this year. For us to be able to get what we need for this year and also take it into 2017, we have to change our thoughts. We have to make sure that our thoughts are in alignment with where we want to go. What is it that you've decided to do for the rest of this year? What project is it that you decided to take on? Your thoughts matter in this project. Because if you tell yourself, oh, I don't have enough time. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do this. Oh, the economy is saying this and the economy is saying that. Then guess what, guys? You are not going to do it. You are not going to do it. So the important thing is aligning your thoughts with where you want to go. Chichi says, this is my friend Chichi, who's a business coach. She says, is operating from where you want to be, not from where you are. And I love that. I caught that so quickly, Chichi. I caught that so quickly. Operate from where you want to be, not where you are. Because if you focus on where you are, if you focus on the circumstances that you've got around you, if you focus on the lack, if you focus on anything that you've got around you, then it will kind of cloud your vision to where you want to go. So operate from where you want to be. Have that vision. Where is it? Where do I want to see? Where do I want to see myself by December 31st, 2016? What do I want to have achieved by December 2016? That vision, your thoughts have to go with that vision for it to work. So that's kind of all I'm going to kind of share about our thoughts. It's something that I think I'm going to talk about at least briefly every week. I just want to kind of remind us again. It might just be a quote that I share or something, but I think it's something that I want us to remember as we go on, as we go on the rest of this year. Because the rest of this year is going to be great for each and every one of us, if you believe it. But your thoughts have to align with it. Your circumstances may say otherwise, but don't worry about your circumstances. Focus on the vision that you've got ahead of you. Focus on it. That's the vision that God has given you. And if God has given you that vision, guess what? He also provides for you in that. He gives you the provision for that vision. I like that quote. I like to kind of nip this. I like to always kind of add that on. So that's kind of what I thought I would share with you guys today. I'm just trying to check my little notes that I just made before the video to see if there was anything that I said we will do. Okay, your thoughts can lead you astray or can lead you to your destiny. So actually your thoughts really is your choice, to be honest with you. Your thoughts that will come in can either lead you to your destiny or lead you astray. So it's what are you going to choose? It's your choice. It's nothing to do with anybody. And I think a lot of times we prefer to blame it on others, but it's on us. It's on us to make those choices. It's on us. If he says, don't focus on the now. Yes, don't focus on the now. Focus on where you want to be. And then your thoughts would align to that. And you would get ideas to how you can get to where you want to get to. I think that's kind of what we have today on the Chatting with Chichi show. How did you enjoy it? I hope you enjoyed it. I'm so appreciative of your comments and your thumbs up. I can see all of that. And I really, really appreciate it. What other quote do I have for you today? Okay, change the way. Okay, I love this quote. Let me share that with you. This quote says, change the way you look at things and the things you look at will change. I like that. Change the way you look at things and the things you look at will change. It's all about your perspective, and your perspective has to come with your mind. Your thoughts, Your mindsets is part of you. You've got to have the right mindset to succeed in anything that you're doing. Are you going to, you want to work on your health? Your mindset has got to come in play. You've got to. I shared this with a group that I am on, with a health group that I'm in, and I said, if we're going to challenge ourselves in the exercises and the things that we're doing, we'll have to challenge our minds as well. We've got to challenge our minds, because it's our minds that is gonna make us do what we're doing. So if we don't stretch those minds, we're not going to stretch the exercises. It's key that we do that. But that's kind of what I have for you guys today. I will say I'm going to end here because I don't want to make the video too long, as always. But I've enjoyed it. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy hearing back from you. This is an opportunity that I don't take for granted. I love what I do, and I hope, and as I said at the beginning, my desire is that I'm able to remind all of us to tap into that greatness and go into the new week with a full tenacity, with a full, do you know what? Go into the week, go and just do what you've got to do. Don't give up. If you've tried something before, keep going. Don't give up. My word for you as we go into this week is continue. Continue, because you can do it. Continue, because you're planting the seed, or you've planted the seed. Just wait for it to grow. Just wait for it to, just have patience while it grows. There's a quote I just remembered, but it's come off I'm going to have to share that next time, but I'm going to tap into that next time that I talk about that. But just continue is the word for us as we go in this week. I'm wishing you guys a fantastic week, a blessed week, a favored week, and I will be talking to you sometime in the week as well. Just every now and then I just kind of bring in a video as well as my written contents. But I want you guys to have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for joining me on the Chatting with Chichi show, the 12th episode. I can't believe it, but we're going to keep going and going stronger. You never know where this is going to lead us to, but let's keep going. All right, let's keep going. I appreciate all of you. Love you guys. I am rooting for you all the way, and I'm not going to stop that either. So let's keep going, guys. Have a fantastic week. Love you lots. See you later. Thank you so much, guys. Ify and everybody else. Kunsami Tale. Thank you so much, guys, for all of you that have joined me today. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Take care, guys. Bye. See you later. Bye.